Now, the BC Liberals have seen a number of high-profile nomination fights in the last few weeks. Among the most recent, a fight for the nomination in Vancouver Falls Creek between former Liberal MLA Lauren Myancourt and former Vancouver Mayor Sam Sullivan. It was a close one, but Sullivan won the nomination, and we're pleased to welcome him to the program. Sam Sullivan, hello, how are you?
Very fine, thank you.
Let me ask you, I guess the first question, and you probably got asked this a lot as you went through the nomination thing, was how come you want to jump to the legislature in Victoria?
Well, I've been spending the last 5 years working a think tank that I organized and teaching at UBC and surrounded by some pretty smart people, and had a chance to do a lot of reflection. And I think I'm ready. You know, I certainly realize that ideas and great thoughts are not really worth anything unless you can put them into action. So my hope is to be able to jump back into the political ring and at the provincial level and see if I can start to implement some of these ideas.
Of course, as everybody's pointed out, you were once Christy Clark's political opponent of sorts. You both competed for essentially the nomination for the MPA for the mayor's chair. And I assume you've talked a lot since. How are things between you and the Premier these days?
Well, we had a big dust-up for sure. But we, right away after I did win the nomination for the mayoral contest, she was great. She helped me to get the team pulled together. She sat on my committee, and she was really classy about it all. And when she had her radio station show, she ended up making me her first interviewee. So we've had a good relationship since then.
I want to ask you a bit about Vancouver Falls Creek. It's a riding that I think a lot of people expect Liberals to hold for you to win. But you've got a New Democrat opponent, a guy named Matt Toner. It's his first time jumping into politics. His background, he's a digital media entrepreneur. He's involved in high-tech startups. He's a businessman, and he thinks he can, as they say, jump the creek in your riding, that he can win some support in traditional Liberal territory in your riding. How are you going to deal with Matt Toner?
Well, no, I don't know much about him, and I'm hoping to learn. I certainly would enjoy debating him. He's, as I say, a business person, and this is really downtown British Columbia. It's a very interesting riding, very high density. It's quite a different sort of value system, very urban values here, and certainly the business aspects are important in this area. He is running with a party that is shown itself to be, well, it's basically demonstrated what it's about by getting right of the HST, which has put businesses in BC now way behind businesses in other jurisdictions like Ontario. All of the major economies of the world are moving away from the cascading taxes like the PST and going to the HST. So it's interesting, this budget is very heavily influenced by the NDP, and that's their first gesture out of the gate. So, and
yet the BC Liberals certainly are not, they're not backing away from implementing the PST either. I mean, they're throwing the HST into the garbage dump too.
No, the NDP got behind the effort to get rid of the HST, and the referendum went that way, and so the Liberals are doing that. But the reality is it is going to be putting BC businesses at a disadvantage, and so we'll have to work hard to overcome that.
All right. Well, Sam Sullivan, thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations on winning the nomination, and good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you.